Bill Murphy says, I have faith in EZG. Took me 8 years after my divorce, and I'm not nearly as good looking as the big EZG. Well, that's, who among us is as attractive and has that animal magnetism of EZG Eric Gagnon? I mean, that deserves an air horn, Bill Murphy. That's a great comment. I mean, as I said to him the day that last week, what was it, Wednesday? I think it might have been the day that EZG was here. It was Wednesday or Thursday. It was like, there's almost too much sexiness in the room when he's here, because I'm here, right? And all that I bring. And then EZG's in the room, and it's like an overdose of sexy here on the show. It's quite remarkable. It's almost overwhelming. It's almost too much sexy. TMS. Oh, I like that. I'm going to trademark that. TMS, too much sexy. Let's see. My friends, I have to speak. This is a subject that is not sexy at all, but I need to address something. I may have been embroiled in a terrible scandal unwittingly. I've just been pulled into this thing, and it's I'm very upset about it. I'm legitimately very upset, and I need to address this. And I did post something out about it on Facebook earlier, but I've received several phone calls today about this, and none of them made me very happy. So here's what's going on. So the root story here, and you may have seen people posting about this on Facebook recently, people around Manchester. This is, Cremeland, who, we kind of, we had a lot of fun with back when, speaking of EZG, when EZG Eric Gagnon was an employee at Cremeland. And of course, between the morning show and this program, we did everything we could to try to get him fired. I'm kidding, of course. We weren't trying to get him fired, but I don't think any of us would have been shocked if he did get fired. But and he does not actually work there anymore. But I don't think they actually fired him. I think they just stopped putting him on the schedule or something. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I don't know if EZG has ever really explained it. But anyway. So we had a little fun, and we had this whole rivalry going, Cremeland versus Goldenrod. And I've always said, I love that in the same city we have a place called Cremeland and a place called Goldenrod. I think that is funny. So we had that whole thing, and Peter White at one point was telling EZG he had to call him Goldenrod Peter, and really just kind of trying to, like EZG would say, let's do a live remote from Cremeland, because he was trying to impress his bosses, and, Peter and then I on this show, we'd both say, well, no, actually, let's do a live remote from Goldenrod, the competitor. That would be much better. So we just had a lot of fun with it, and it was all in fun. And, everybody wore Goldenrod shirts. At one point, they wore them on the morning show, and then I wore one on this show, just to kind of make EZG uncomfortable. And then eventually, we all wore Cremeland shirts because it was all in fun. There was no, animosity or anything. It was just a fun bit, a fun radio bit, and I made my jingles. I made my jingles for Goldenrod, where I would sing about how I really appreciated that Goldenrod has a bathroom, because Cremeland has no bathroom, but Goldenrod actually has a bathroom. So I would sing about that in the jingle, Goldenrod, I really like that you have your bathroom, unlike Cremeland, which doesn't have a bathroom. I don't want to poop in a bucket, things like that. So we had a lot of fun with it. Now, here's where things have taken a serious turn, my friends. I thought this whole thing was behind us, but now, and again, you might have seen people posting on Facebook. In fact, I think a certain alderman had posted something. I won't say who, because we don't discuss local Manchester politics on this program. But a certain city official, we'll say, elected official, had posted something about an individual who is now being referred to as the Cremeland Pooper. Yes. I don't know why that deserves an air horn, but it just does. The Cremeland Pooper, as this person is known. it appears to be a female in the pictures that were posted online, because she is caught on camera going to Cremeland and pulling down her pants and apparently defecating on the premises. Now, but she's not a customer. Now, I mean, you know, if a customer does it, it's like, well, okay, what do you expect? They don't have a bathroom. But this was apparently not a customer. This was someone committing a malicious act. And we do not condone that, even though I do like Goldenrod much better. But we do not condone that, my friends, on this program or anywhere. I think I can safely speak for all of the programs here on WMNH. None of us condone that. It is wrong. It is disgusting. It is unsanitary. And apparently, according to the post that I saw on Reddit that was shared with me by the great Pete Trouble Morse, there is a $100 reward for information leading to the capture of the Cremeland Pooper. So, or information about and so forth. Apparently, the owner at Cremeland is very upset, and rightly so. So, I was going to share the link to the Reddit post about the Cremeland Pooper. I was going to share it to the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page, but I did not, only because one of the pictures of the Cremeland Pooper, you see the bare backside of the woman who is photographed, and I thought I don't want to get banned on Facebook for that picture. They might, you just never know with Facebook. They might deem that as unacceptable or whatever. So I decided not to share it out. Now, if anyone needs that or would like to see it, please private message me and I will send you the link. Just private message me on Facebook and I will send you the link. So, and thank you again to Pete Trouble Morse for sending that. So, I saw this and I was aghast. I can't believe someone would do that. Now this is where the whole thing gets pretty crazy. So, I just got an update. I just got a very interesting, Joe, please, if you can tell me anything more. Oh. Okay. Well, I feel vindicated. If this is, oh. Well, good. All right, Joe, thank you for sending me that. I'm going to share that with everyone in a minute. I got to tell them about what happened to me today. But this is a wonderful ending to the story, to this whole saga, because I feel totally vindicated, my friends. And I'll tell you why in a minute. We'll get to that. Thank you, Joe. Here's what happened today to me. To me. I guess, I don't know if it's because we did all that stuff and I recorded those jingles and whatnot, but I got harassed today. I received a phone call from a number that I did not recognize. And I shouldn't have picked it up because, very often it's a spam call or whatever, but it was a local number right here in Manchester. But it almost doesn't matter anymore because it's so easy to spoof phone numbers, right? You can make up a number and call somebody, and there's software to do that and whatnot. There's apps where you can do that, so it almost doesn't even matter, right? But I pick up the number, and I pick up the phone, and there's this voice on the other end, and it's somebody whispering to me, like I could barely hear them. Like a couple times I had to say, "What? Who is this? What?" And they're whispering to me something about, "We know it's you, Matt. We know it's you in the pictures. You put on a costume and a mask, and that's really you. You're the Cremeland Pooper." This person was accusing me of masquerading as the woman in the pictures, accusing me of being the Cremeland Pooper. And I was like, what? I would not do that. And then they whispered something about, "We know, we remember all the things you said and how you like Goldenrod better. We know it was you." And I was like, who is this? And then they hung up. It was very mysterious and very, very upsetting. I was verklempt, as I think Jenny told me, even though I'm not Jewish, it's okay to use that term. I was very upset by this. I was shaken. I was like, why is someone accusing me? I mean, that's clearly not me in the pictures. And then And then I received a series of phone messages. Listen, I'm going to play these for you because what I did is when I got here to the station today, I plugged in my cell phone to the board here and I recorded the calls that I got. I don't have a recording of the first call because that was a live call. I actually picked it up. I have no way to go back and get a recording of it. But then I was like, I'm not answering the phone anymore if it's a number I don't know, right? And then I got 3 right in a row. I got 3 calls from 3 different people just accusing me. Listen to this. I'm going to play this for you. Let's see.
I don't know who you think you're fooling over there, Matt Connarton, but we got you. We know you're the Cremeland Pooper. We got you.
End.
Now, can you believe that? Is this we know you're the Cremeland Pooper? It's like, who is like? And I don't recognize the voice at all. And I'm like, why is someone accusing me? So here's the next one.
End of message. Next message.
You know, sending me to your voicemail is not going to change anything, Connarton. I know you are the Cremeland Pooper.
End of message. Next.
Can you believe that? Now, that's actually a very, I don't know who it is, but that's a really familiar voice. I can't quite place him. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that guy's like, you can't fool me. I know you're like, what do you mean? You know, like, I have nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with this. I'll tell you what, anytime I've used the bathroom ever, I'm very, very strict about it. I'm using a porcelain toilet or perhaps the litter box. But if someone's in the bathroom, but that's it. I would not go to Cremeland and do something like that. That's disgusting. And then I got this third call that was really weird. It's kind of hard to hear this one, but we'll do our best. I might have to turn up the volume on this, but this one's really, really strange.
Next message.
Matt, this is we see you evacuate Follow at Cremeland. Yeah. You Cremeland Pooper bat.
End of message.
That was very distressing to me when I got that. I almost contacted the authorities. I don't know who these people are, but again, I have been vindicated. Before I share that with you, I did post something earlier too because I was very upset. So I posted this on Facebook, not on the Matt Connarton Unleashed page, but on my regular page, my just regular Matt Connarton page. I said this. I said, why am I receiving anonymous messages accusing me of having something to do with the Cremeland Pooper? This is disgusting, and I don't appreciate being implicated in this. I'm firmly committed to the principle of pooping only in a toilet or litter box. That anyone would suggest otherwise about me is slander, and I won't stand for it. I'll address this further later today. These voicemails I'm receiving have me so upset that I might need Metamucil. I was very, very worked up. You know, I don't take these kinds of accusations lightly. Hello to Steve Pascucci, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. And then, so what do I get for this? Christopher Pinn writes, you know you're the one doing it. Just come clean with a moist towelette and admit it. It's probably one of the people who called me and left me a voicemail. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Christopher Pinn. You're a real pal. Len Kreblitz, I just know him as Lendy Len, said, oh, blank, can't believe some people, the nerve. He didn't say he didn't think it was me. Rocky Huber said, to say Matt Connarton is involved would be a pile of, how can I put this crap, LOL. So thank you, Rocky Huber. Thank you for believing in me. I appreciate that very much. I wish everyone did. And I said that too. I said, thank you. At least someone believes in me. Besides, even if I were to poop at Cremeland, I would at least have the decency to do so in a bucket. And Rocky said, if we think back to the last show Easy G was at, he was acting real coy and laughing for no reason at the time. We blamed all those pills he was popping. I now believe it is because he had something to do with this conspiracy. Randall Kelly then said, no, Oh, well, he said no. I think he meant now. This was Randall Kelly's response. Speaking of people who clearly are not on my side in this whole thing, when I've been falsely accused, Randall Kelly said, now you get how the president feels. False accusations are not appealing. And I said, even Trump has not suffered this level of public humiliation. And Randy said, you're joking, right? And I said, of course not. I don't seem to recall CNN or MSNBC ever reporting that Trump had been pooping at Cremeland. Maybe Eric Trump, but never the president. Because if anyone in the Trump family seems like it'd be Eric, right? Then Randy said, Matt Connarton, you're the drama queen who needed to bring supposed anonymous messages to public opinion. And I said, and if someone accused you of being the Cremeland Pooper, what would you do? This whole thing has me so stressed out, I'm getting constipated. And then Randy said, Matt Connarton, no one knew if you hadn't said anything. Also, how do you get anonymous messages? You're a drama queen, dude. Do you need attention? No one would know you had not, had you not looked for sympathy. Ha ha. And then I said, do you know what it's like to be accused of pooping at Cremeland? It's like being accused of pooping at other places, except it's Cremeland. You just don't understand. So he clearly just did not understand. Oh, boy. Anyway. So that's what happened. Now, I'm happy to say that this nightmare is already over. Thank goodness. I have been vindicated. Because Joe just sent me, this is, he forwarded this from the Facebook page of the alderman that I was referring to earlier, whose name I did not mention. Cremeland Crapper has been caught because of a tip from this site. Manchester Cremeland will not have her arrested, but she had been trespassed, so she can't crap in that spot again. Cost me $100, but worth it. Have a nice night. Well, there you go. There you go. Now, before anyone, thinks that maybe there's something more to it, maybe there's a conspiracy, maybe I'm involved or whatever, I think we can put this to bed. I think we can flush this. Okay? So the Cremeland, what do you call it? The Cremeland Crapper, the Cremeland Pooper, has been caught, and I had nothing to do with it, and I will thank you all to never bring it up again. And one more air horn for that. There you go. You don't know what I've been through today. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Easy G.
Easy G. Oh, I don't have your new theme music queued up. We'll just
that's all right.
We'll just do the air horn. I wasn't expecting a call from you today.
We can live without. We can live without it.
I thought you might be out on a date. How'd it go this morning with the lovely Priscilla?
It went very, very well. It was always fun to meet somebody new.
Oh, did you feel did you feel like you made a little bit of a love connection?
Huh?
Did you feel like you made a little bit of a love connection?
She's a very nice lady.
Oh, did you feel a little chemistry there?
Yeah, she wanted everybody to go visit her at work, so I went to say hi for like 1 minute over at work over at the Deli Pats and Catering over at City Hall Plaza. You ever been there, Matt?
I have not, but you went and said hello to her, did you?
It's got new ownership now.
Oh.
It's like a little restaurant where you can buy some food and you go eat it on the outside there on the tables.
Yeah?
By City Hall there.
Yeah, al fresco, I think they call that, when you eat outside.
Right.
So, so what happened? Tell me more. Tell me more. Did you get very far?
Oh, nothing much to tell. It was just visited for a minute or two, and
did you
let her be because she's at work? Don't want to bother her too much.
Did you like
don't want to be a pest?
Did you kind of like wink
she's
at
on
her?
The clock.
Right. Well, yes, of course, yes.
Right.
You have to respect that.
She wanted people to come visit, so
right.
Tried to get Peter to come by. I don't know if he went by. He said, "I don't want to make any promises." We don't, Peter.
I know, Peter. Yes, he doesn't always.
Remember what happened with the
with
the show there, Panucci's there.
With
Oh, my God.
Scumpy and the DEF CON show. Yes. Didn't want
Scumpy there. Oh my God.
Right. Yes.
Who could forget that?
So what do you think? Do you think you'll stop in and say hello to her another time on another day?
Anything's possible.
Yeah. Do you think you'll go by there wearing your muscle shirt? Show off the guns a little bit?
What?
Do you think you'll go by there wearing your muscle shirt, kind of show off the guns a little bit?
You never know.
Oh.
You never know.
Oh, I take
It was
that as
funny
a
because
yes.
I saw her today. I saw her today. She heard me on the show, and I think it was Friday when I called up on the show. She goes, "Yeah, I heard you." You never know who's listening.
Now, but how did when she said that to you? How did she say it? Was she like, "Oh yeah, I heard you," or was she like, "I heard you"?
Well, Peter asked me all those questions about first date and stuff. I don't know if you heard all that on the replay.
I heard most of it. I didn't quite hear all of it because I had to shut the Jeep off and come up to the studio, so I missed a little bit. But yeah, so now, so did you get her number or anything, or what's the story there? No. Did you ask?
You don't want to scare the girl, you know.
You don't want to scare the girl. No, but you have to.
You don't want to act too creepy on the first time you meet somebody.
Well, that's true, EZG, and that's probably good advice. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I got a quick question now. Change the subject. Is Donald Trump in a lot of trouble for that Ukraine thing with Joe Biden, or is that not one of these things that the Democrats are just trying to get him impeached for?
Oh, I mean, I think there definitely seems to be an issue there. But it's not going to go anywhere. I mean, he is the Teflon Don. I mean, people used to call John Gotti Teflon. I mean, the Teflon Don. But the real Teflon Don is Donald Trump. I mean, nothing sticks to him. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it's a problem, but so is a million other things. And it in the end, it doesn't matter.
Joe Biden hoping it gets him somewhere. Is that what he's hoping for?
Well, I think Trump actually would like to see Biden be the nominee because I think Biden would be a terrible nominee. And I still think Trump's going. I do believe,
do you think Elizabeth Edwards would make a horrible nominee too?
Elizabeth Edwards is dead. Oh, you mean Elizabeth Warren?
I mean, Elizabeth Warren.
I think she'd be.
I think any Democrat would be a lousy representative.
Well, they're going to have to nominate a Democrat. It's the Democratic Party.
I forget his name, but I heard in the paper. I heard in the paper. That's a good one. I read in the paper. It's all Cory Booker. He doesn't raise $1.7 million, I guess, some kind of big money in the next 10 days. He said he's out. We can only hope.
I actually think he'd be a strong nominee, but I don't think he has any chance. I mean, the three frontrunners are Biden, Warren, and Bernie. I think Bernie could have beaten Trump in 2016, but I don't see it now. Hello to Tony Petrello, who joins us in the Facebook live chat. I think of the three of them, I think Elizabeth Warren might have the best shot, but I think Biden's a mistake. I mean, Biden continues to be the front runner. I mean, you've got three front runners, but he's the front runner of the front runners. But I think it's a mistake. I think his debate performances have shown a terrible weakness, and I don't think he comes out looking good against Trump. I really don't.
Well, it's not that important to be a front runner. I mean, I guess it is right now, but not really because nobody voted.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a front runner now, but it doesn't really mean anything, does it?
Well, not until the primary. New Hampshire primary. First in the nation. First in the nation, baby. I wasn't calling you, baby. I
suppose they'll drag that on to delay the date announcing until the last second so somebody doesn't want to jump on, try to get ahead of us. I know they always probably wait till after January 1st to announce it.
Well,
That seems to be the game they play every 4 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, because other states, they keep moving up their primaries. Like Like California, I
Right.
know, is always moving up. Because the earlier you are in the process, the more your
So what's
state
that guy who's been
matters.
doing it for a long time? The guy that announces the date. I think it's
Bill Gardner, the
yeah.
Secretary
I
of
think
State
it's
for
going to be his
New Hampshire.
last time. I think.
Why do you say that, EZG?
Well, I don't know because I heard somewhere that I think it's a 100th. I think it's a 100th anniversary or something. We had the first in the nation or something. Some crazy number like that, and I'm not quite sure the number, but I think he almost got voted out last time.
Well, he's Bill Gardner's been there for a very, very long time.
But they were saying that if he gets voted out, we might lose the first in the nation. I don't know.
I hope not. You know, not
They keep
everyone.
saying, we don't deserve the first in the nation because we're all a bunch of white guys, and girls, and
I think we deserve it.
some
Damn
of,
it!
part of the nation. Some of the other states are more properly. I don't know. These are crazy people that say these things, but it's not me. But
Right.
they're saying white people shouldn't deserve the first in the nation. I'm sure you've heard that out there.
You know, I actually have not, but like John Hopwood, he complains about the first in the nation primary. He doesn't think that we should be first because, after all, he blames Trump's ascension.
Really?
He blames the ascension of Trump on the New Hampshire primary. To which I say it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered what state went first. Trump would have won. If you looked at the polling numbers in 2016, he was well into double digits where everyone else was in single digits. I mean, he was at like 30%. And people like Jeb Bush were at, 5 if they were lucky. So I think regardless of who was first, Trump would have won. I don't think that was something unique to New Hampshire. But I love our first in the nation status. It's like once every 4 years, New Hampshire actually matters to the rest of the country, And I think that's great. And it's great for the local economy. It's great for local media. It's wonderful. I love being first in the nation.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely good for New Hampshire, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. It's great for Dixville.
I think we're
Notch.
definitely going to be first in the nation, but I don't know what we the next time. Who knows?
I think
He's not in charge. He's been holding it for us for all these years. He's been doing it for a long time.
He has been steadfast in defending that, yes. I think we'll always be first because, other states can always move.
I think if he was to get not be with us anymore, if he was to pass away or something crazy like that, and because he is an older fella, or he lose his seat, we might lose the position.
Well, I hope not. Other states
Might not be that important to the next person.
I think it would be. Other states can always move their primaries up too, but then when other states make theirs earlier and earlier, we just make ours earlier and earlier. So you can't beat the Granite State that way. I believe we will always be first, and I think we've earned it. And we're not as white a state as we used to be, so even that's not a valid complaint. I mean, we're much more diverse than we were, when I was growing up, EZG.
Yeah, this is the crazy people say this stuff. I don't say it, but I've heard it.
Right. So, no, I believe we will always be first. Maybe I should run for Secretary of State.
At least I know where to go to vote now, so I need to get a ride up there next time. So.
Oh, that's
Over
right.
Ward 4.
Because you moved. You ended up in a different ward. Did you
McDonough School.
Did you vote in the primary last week? The local primary?
Yeah, I did. Mike Doyle gave me a ride there.
Oh, that's right. And did you get a free donut?
Where do you go to vote?
Ward 11. I got a free donut. It was chocolate, and it was
Yeah,
delicious.
that's right.
And I think
But I brought that up to Carol Robideau. She said, yeah, we should have like a potluck.
I heard her
Feed
saying
the people,
that.
For pizza or do something, try to get people to vote.
I'll tell you what, if
It's
they were
pathetic.
giving out
14% of people voted in the primary. It's awful.
If they were giving out free pizza, I'd vote more than once. I would do like what Trump says they do. Like I'd come back in a costume and vote again.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's
All
what
right, I'll let you go. I got time for my dinner.
Oh,
Have a good rest of your show.
What are you having for dinner, EZG? For some reason, did you hear that sound? For some reason, whenever EZG calls, and I really did want to know what he's having for dinner, but since he wouldn't tell us, we'll have to speculate on it. So I think he was probably having a frozen burrito from Walmart, and some cottage cheese, which is disgusting. Shame on you for eating that, Easy G. I don't know how anyone eats cottage cheese. I think it's just some of the nastiest food. I won't eat anything with curds in it. But we have another call. Let's see. Perhaps this is Easy G calling back to answer our question. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, that's Easy G again. I apologize. I'm having trouble with my phone. For some reason, the button that I hang up with is getting worn out, like 4 years old.
It makes a very
so
strange
sometimes I touch the
sound.
button, it doesn't want to hang up, so I apologize. Sometimes
That's all right.
It makes that loud noise.
What are you having for dinner, Easy G?
Nothing too exciting. Some rice and some carrots and green beans and maybe some Cheerios.
Cheerios? No cottage cheese, correct?
Yeah.
I was wrong about that.
Nothing too exciting.
I was predicting cottage cheese.
So that's what I'm having.
Okay.
So I shall have it. Have a good evening.
All
Hopefully
right.
the phone will work this time.
All right. Thank you, Easy G. Bye-bye. What is that phone? What is that sound his phone makes when he hangs up? It's fascinating. It's like it's almost like it's not hanging up once. It's hanging up like 10 times in a row. Like it just keeps hanging up until it's finally hung up. Very, very interesting. Easy G's, I finally pulled up his theme music. Well, you know, wrestlers get their entrance music on their way to the ring and as they're leaving the ring. So here it is. That's Easy G's new theme music.
I know I'm sexy. I've got the look that drives you go wild. I've got the move that really move. I said chill up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
He's just a sexy boy. He's not your boy toy. That's right. You know, we used to use My Time Is Now, John Cena's theme, but then, Easy G felt it was a little played out. I think that's what the young people say now, right? They say play it out. So he wanted something new, so we went with that because that song, I think, really sort of encapsulates the sexiness of Easy G. You know what I mean? So hopefully Priscilla was listening. Yes. Although I hope she wasn't listening to the part where Easy G hung up and his phone made all those terrible noises. That would be highly embarrassing. Let's see. We are getting to the top of the hour, so I think for once I'm actually going to take the break on time. And then when we come back, we'll talk with Mr. Hopwood, who just entered the studio. I had to take a break.
You have to take a break. Oh, yeah. You see me coming in. I just got a message from the Honorable Heidi Hamer. She wants to know what you were doing prancing around in drag around Cremeland and dropping trow.
Well, maybe we won't take a break. Wait, what?
Heidi Hamer sent me I was done, doing my business.
This has all been resolved. How dare
you? What are you talking about? What were you in drag the other night? And
this is
you
highly
had to improvise for a toilet.
This is completely inappropriate.
Didn't they have a kitty box around?
I have nothing to do with any of this.
Hey, I heard it was her son lives up near the bowling alley.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, that's where.
How dare you, sir?
Goldenrod is.
You have come in here and besmirched me and my reputation.
I hear you besmirched the parking lot. Was it the bowling alley or Goldenrod?
Well, neither. Why would I do? I actually like Goldenrod. Why would I besmirch them?
Maybe you got a bad clam. Maybe you just couldn't reach the head. You are getting, that's toilet, marine talk and Navy talk for toilet. Maybe you had your bowels were in motion and you just couldn't get to the crapper. I don't know. These things happen, Matt.
Yeah, I don't.
Look at your face. It's screwed up.
You're not helping.
It's screwed up. It's puckered. It's puckered just like, oh my God, I don't even want to think what it looks like when it's puckered. Obviously, there's guilt feelings.
No, it's feelings of, I've had to deal with this all day. People accusing me.
You mean it's just not the Honorable Heidi Hamer that's accusing you of being some Mad. Well, I guess we had a mad. I'm going to use a euphemism for it. What would be the word? Defecator. When I was in basic training, somebody who would take our clothes out of the dryer and defecate on them. And, they called him the mad. Well, they didn't use the word defecator. It was more Anglo-Saxon-y. And,
hey, look, okay, so James...
You aren't one of these mad defecators, are you?
No, I am not.
No.
And James Gahar, and I apologize, James, if I mispronounce that, he just posted...
Isn't it Gahar?
I don't know. He just...
It's an Armenian name, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. But
They dropped the IAN.
he just posted on the Facebook, he said, I know the Cremeland Pooper, and you, sir, are no Cremeland Pooper.
What does
Thank you,
Cremeland
James.
have to do with it?
That's where the pooping took place.
I thought, according to Glenn Argiolette, there's pooping taking place all over this megalopolis.
You come in here hurling accusations, and you don't even know where the alleged incident took place. Oh, yeah, real funny. I've been dealing with this all day. All day.
So you claim that you don't dress in drag.
No, I don't. And
are you sure about that?
And even if I did at one time in my life, why would that matter? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. You could have been when you're feeling. There used to be a word for happy called gay. You might have been gay and rambunctious.
I feel like you're judging me.
When you're wearing a skirt, you don't have to unbutton those Mickey Mouse trousers of yours.
This is all very hurtful. Look, it's been resolved. The Cremeland Pooper has been caught.
Hey,
I've nothing to do with her.
I've seen you at the scratching post, buddy.
Well, I wasn't, but you didn't see me at Cremeland.
Well, what does Cremeland have to do with anything?
That's where the pooping
was up at the bowling alley.
No.
You're getting lobbing some balls, and then maybe you had a few beers, some French fries. Things got a little queasy. Could you imagine traipsing the entire way, like from the far end of the alleys to the men's room?
I don't traipse. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not even when you're in drag?
I don't dress in drag.
Not even for Halloween?
No, I don't.
You've never dressed in drag for Halloween?
I have not.
In the 726 years you've been around?
I have not.
You're telling me that when they were after the Yetis at those various times, dating back to the Dark Ages, you never felt like dressing in some human grandmother's nightie?
You terribly misunderstand.
Like in Little Red Riding Hood?
You don't. You know nothing of my species.
I know that you used to dress at Abercrombie and Fitch, but didn't they go out of business?
Yes, they did.
They did? Yeah. They did?
Yes.
Yeah, association with Yetis and Sasquatches were cool in the 70s.
Did you hear these calls I got earlier?
No,
these
I was
voicemails?
just my car, the radio. I was listening to soft jazz.
You mean
Kenny
smooth
G.
jazz?
No, this is soft, like a Dairy Queen ice cream cone.
Well, here, I'll play these calls for you. They're very upsetting. They ruined
calls?
They ruined my day.
Is some alderman accusing you of publicly defecating?
I don't know who these were. Here, there's 3 of them that I got. They're anonymous calls. They're numbers. I couldn't trace them.
I don't know who you think you're fooling over there, Matt Connarton, but we got you. We know you're the Cremeland Pooper. We got you.
Is that Peter
End
White?
of message. Next message.
I don't know.
Sending me to your voicemail is not going to change anything, Connarton. I know
Dave
you
Ridley.
are the Cremeland Pooper.
End of message.
That's
Next
Dave
message.
Ridley.
Yes. This is
Oh, don't tell me Ball's back.
You evacuate. Oh,
Bowel.
man. Yeah. You Cremeland Pooper bat.
End of message.
I wonder who that was.
You laugh just like that guy.
That's just because you've got the filter on me.
Yeah, right.
I'm actually a soprano.
Uh-huh.
Alto, whatever the hell.
Sure.
Tenor.
Yeah.
Not a baritone.
Well, Joe Lar sent me the link.
Joe Lars, the Cremeland Pooper?
No. Oh,
I
my
would never,
goodness.
I would never have thought Joe,
No, I
but
don't.
he does like his clams.
No, he sent me the link from a certain alderman that the pooper has been found.
If we only
the pooper's been popped.
we only had the Clam King on the west side, but then again, we have Nova Viata, which is an excellent Mexican place.
Well,
But Clam King had great clams.
I'd been to Clam King.
You did. You were.
Yeah, with Norm.
Norm.
Way back.
Way back in another life? Or did you...
Seems like it.
Were you two on the pleasure saucer, transversing time and dimensions?
Never been to the pleasure saucer with Norm, for the record.
You never went down in the pleasure saucer?
No.
Okay.
But,
Did you ever get up on the pleasure saucer?
No, but when I was Norm's co-host,
Get down.
when it was Norm's Psychic World, and for a while we were on Wednesday mornings from 10 to noon, and then we'd go out for lunch afterward.
Wasn't it always... no, it was Norm and Friends. I remember Norm's Psychic World.
It was Norm's Psychic World before it was Norm and Friends.
Norm's Psychic World. That's a great title.
He wanted to get rid of the psychic, because sometimes we would go an entire show without him doing a single reading.
I
sometimes.
suggest Matt Connarton's Physics show. You know what a physic is?
No.
It's like X-Lax.
Why?
It's an old term before World War II for take a physic to move your bowels.
My bowels are fine. I don't know why you're so concerned.
Is it
Cremeland?
Yeah.
It's a dreamland.
But anyway.
Punch your cheeks together. We don't have a crapper.
So what happened?
Well, they don't. What do you mean?
You
what
and
happened?
Norm publicly made a nuisance of yourself at the Clam King on the west side?
No, well, he would sometimes, because he wasn't always nice to servers back then.
But he never...
Because he wanted
he
always...
always used facilities when he had to.
Yeah, I believe so.
They were in the back.
But I'll tell you a quirk about Norm. He likes his food all on separate plates. He doesn't want any of his food touching.
Oh, I remember you telling
Yeah.
me that story privately.
So he'd get mad.
Because he asked for them to do that.
Right, and then if they forgot, he'd get upset.
Some people are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I don't care. I throw it all together. But there's certain things you don't want together.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want any rutabagas in your margarita, for instance.
Right.
Yeah.
Olives
and scotch.
Michael Albert says Joe Kelly is Buttman.
Is this yes, we don't talk about city politics.
No.
For obvious reasons. It's beyond it's beyond Donald Trump.
Yes. Did you want to mention
Cremeland?
No, you had texted me earlier about something. About a billboard.
Nothing's happened yet.
Okay.
Nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened yet.
I'll tell you when it does.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a break. And
a potty break?
Maybe. Why are you so concerned?
A bucket.
Well, there's a bathroom key.
You know that's only for the humans, Matt.
I pass. Oh, Michael Albert says Joe Kelly put up $100 of his ambulance. Okay, I'm not gonna read that on the show.
Did
Michael,
Joe bailed you out?
But that is funny. That's a funny comment. I just don't want to read it on the show because we don't speak directly of public local Manchester based politicians here on this program. But
we don't.
But that is a very funny comment. Okay, we'll be right back.
I'm on my Bluetooth. I'm pulling into Ghetto Basket right now.
Oh my God! You hear that Matt's been accused of being the mad crapper of Manchester?
It was terribly distressing. Fortunately, it turns out they caught the person who did it, so I have been vindicated.
I guess Joe.
What happened?
They caught the Cremeland Pooper. She has been caught.
People were thinking it
what
was
is the cream?
Go ahead.
What is all this anyway?
The Cremeland Pooper. She pooped in front of the front door of Cremeland.
Cremeland. Oh, the ice cream joint over by the baseball place.
Yeah,
some soft serve.
Yeah, some soft serve. Yes,
chocolate.
But they caught her. She has been caught, and I have been vindicated because I was getting these voicemails from people Paul Cormier.
Wait a minute. This is in the news? Somebody dropped a deuce at Cremeland?
Yes.
But for one of your intrepid clients, Joe Kelly, she might have gone uncaught, and that might be still living in shame.
Not even close to your mic.
I'm not?
No.
Well, Paul.
There we go. That's
But
better.
for the intrepid detective work of one of your clients, Joe Kelly, the girl might not have been caught who laid the deuce at Cremeland, and Matt Connarton might still be toiling under a cloud of shame as the Cremeland Pooper.
It's been a very stressful day.
Did they, what was it, somebody who did it like overnight or during business hours while they were online waiting for a cone? I mean, how did this happen?
I'm a little unclear on that. Apparently it was not a customer, so I assume it was overnight.
They got a picture of her buns.
Yes. You're really far from your mic again.
Oh, they got a picture of her buns.
Yes.
I guess the tattoo.
Somebody got a picture of her doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the tattoo that gave her away.
Sexy, huh? If you're into that.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the only word for it, huh?
Yeah.
She besmirched Cremeland's reputation more than Matt has done.
That's right.
Or Easy G.
Or Easy G, yes.
Well, that I can tell you right now, that will definitely not be going in one of my Manchester videos.
Oh, Michael Albert says it was caught on video, and now Cremeland is closed for the season. Oh,
Thank God.
They close early. Michael also said it better it be soft serve than Rocky Road. I would have to agree, yes.
Was Easy G ever a suspect?
Probably.
Well, he is very masculine.
And they did fire him, probably.
Have you ever seen his buttocks?
I haven't.
He's never dropped trow here in the studio?
No, but I assume it's rock hard. Rock hard buttocks.
Well, a woman doesn't have rock hard buttocks.
No. Well, she shouldn't.
Not really.
Yeah.
I hope not.
What do you think, Paul Cormier? Easy G and Priscilla, we're trying to get those two crazy kids together.
As a couple?
Yes.
No, I don't think they make a cute couple.
No?
I think me and Priscilla make a cute couple, actually.
Oh, you might have to fight Easy G for her.
But you didn't hear me say that. Anyway, yeah, I think Priscilla and Easy G make an adorable couple.
There you go.
Yes. Did you hear them together on the morning show? The chemistry was remarkable. Sparks.
No, I didn't hear it. I was getting ready for work. Why? Are they in love or something?
Did he blubber?
Well, not yet, but
was he blubbering again?
He was, stammering like a schoolboy. Yes, and then apparently Easy G called here earlier. Apparently he went down. To visit her. To visit her.
On radio?
To visit her at work.
Oh.
To visit her at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. So Easy G has already got like a little crush on her or something?
I think so.
In.
I think so, yes.
He's putting the moves.
Oh, Michael Albert says Easy G has a thing for Amanda, referring to Amanda McCarthy, of course. Well, that's true.
Well, yeah.
Is that the Free Stater up in the Concord, the State House?
No, Amanda's a singer-songwriter. She's
I thought that's who we were talking about. Priscilla's the actress.
Correct.
I was on, the last time I was on the morning show she was on.
Isn't that the one that he cried over, Amanda?
Amanda McCarthy, yes.
Oh.
I don't know why.
There it is, yes.
I don't know why.
Sounds like he has typhus.
Probably. He's like, I don't know why I have typhus.
I'm almost jealous of that because, you know what, I've been a DJ ever since, you know what, if you even want to count the unprofessional years, I've been a DJ since I was probably 6 years old. And when I say 6 years old, I'm talking about taking my old Mickey Mouse record players and putting them side by side and using all my Bobby Sherman records and all that other crap when I was a kid and going side by side and impressing all my friends, right? And I love music that much. And I have never, ever, and I still do to this day, and I have never, ever, ever, ever cried over a musician in my life. I've never gotten that emotional.
Yeah.
So I'm almost jealous of having that feeling where I'm going to cry over watching somebody play in front of me like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
totally.
jealous.
Totally, yeah. To be that moved
I
by
cried
music.
Right.
I cried at the movies.
Well,
You know what? Like, if Paul Stanley was in front of you right now, singing your favorite Kiss tune, would you start blubbering like a freak?
no, no, I wouldn't. I definitely don't think I would. I'm not a crier though.
And you're not
either.
secure in your masculinity like Easy G is.
That's true. Easy G can let it all hang out emotionally.
Literally.
Yes.
I am a crier. And you know what? And I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't, I don't know. I wish I could. And I'm trying to think of a female musician that would sing in front of me. And even if she was singing about my dead mother, I don't know that I could pull it off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't, you know? Paul, your mother's dead now. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Michael Alver says singing Beth, referring to Paul Stanley.
Well, that was written by
Peter Criss, yes.
Right.
But
we don't mention that.
But I think if Paul sang it though, I think I would cry actually.
That was number 7 on the chart.
Yeah,
Their
it was
highest.
big
they
hit.
got.
Big hit. Yes.
What if he sang Matt? Matt, I hear you calling.
Oh, I would then I would cry. Michael says Sarah McLachlan. Would Sarah McLachlan make you cry? Like if she was singing about the animals, like Sarah McLachlan singing about the animals who need help?
All right. Well, listen, I got to tell you, the Sarah McLachlan commercials used to destroy my entire day.
Right.
I used to okay, great. Thanks, Sarah. You know, that used to make me upset. I don't even know if I cried, but no, her music didn't make me cry. No, I can't cry. No, I can't. It hasn't. But there are some songs, actually, you know what? Okay. There are some songs that have brought me to tears now that I mention it.
Like what?
I can't think off the top of my head. There is.
Yeah.
Are there songs that have ever made you guys cry? Not musicians, but songs.
I was trying to think.
The only I cry at the movie The Natural, which is about baseball. Really, that's true. But not much songs that I can think of.
Okay, I think I have one when in The Sound of Music. When Christopher Plummer. No, for real. When Christopher Plummer sings
Edelweiss?
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Edelweiss? How did you say it?
I don't know. I can't pronounce anything.
Okay.
I can't even pronounce English.
You're
asking me about German?
I think it's Edelweiss. And he starts choking up a little bit. I actually have choked up a little bit at that as well.
Oh, you see, there's a song that makes me cry, and I can't remember what it is. So you see, it probably doesn't even make me cry now that I think of it. So
Michael is asking maybe the Macarena, or maybe that makes him cry.
Jeez. That's a song I know. It goes for 1991.
Yeah.
Or was it?
That song makes everybody cry.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty awful.
It was.
It was. Yes. Plus, it's all in Spanish. Who even knows the words? At least it sounds like it's in
people
Spanish.
that can speak Spanish.
Right. But people that can actually speak Spanish probably have no use for that song.
You know,
that's the irony of it.
I can't understand sung lyrics.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people get lyrics wrong.
Oh, but it's the majority of them.
Huh.
On a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny how you misinterpret lyrics.
Yes. All right.
I cry at movies and sitcoms. I'm normal.
Well, like I said, I actually do cry at The Natural. This is about somebody that gets a second chance, and the love of his life pops up again in the movie.
Yeah,
and it's so well done, the craftsmanship, and it just gets me here, and my tears mist up and I watch it all the time.
Yeah, I think I teared up at the series finale of MASH.
Why? Did somebody get killed?
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah. No, nobody dies. It's just very. It's just the way it was done. Yeah.
Yeah, when they all say goodbye, man. I mean, there are several different episodes of MASH where I bawled my brains out. Not just the final episode.
Or
all right,
Oh, you got to go?
I got to roll, guys.
Okay.
I got to talk. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Paul. Thank you for the call.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
You know I don't approve of MASH, the TV show.
Yeah.
It's the earnest liberalism.
Of Alan Alda. I remember you talking about
the
that
whole
before.
show is earnest liberalism.
Okay, because I just remember before you singled out Alan Alda specifically as an example of earnest liberalism.
Not that I'm
offends
against
you.
him. He made some good movies himself. He was a fairly good director. He made a couple good movies. I always liked him. But it's just the earnestness when they'd have the themed shows.
Yes, which they got into more later in the series.
Yeah, it was sick after BJ shows up, who we need to get on your show, by the way.
Yes, the great Mike Farrell, who now does a lot of good work in other areas.
He's part of the military religious freedom project.
Yep, and of course part of the Innocence Project as well,
which
working against the death penalty. Yeah,
that's very sharp.
Yeah, so no, geez, I would love to talk to him. Absolutely.
Would you cry if he was here and talked to you?
I don't think I would cry. No.
If he took his shirt off.
Why would he take his shirt off?
I don't know. You seem to be get all gaga over Easy G when he starts flexing.
Look, the dude's got rippling muscles. I
and
mean,
rippling buttocks, apparently.
Yes, I mean, you know,
in those short shorts.
I mean, I'm firmly heterosexual, but I got to tell you, firmly,
not hardly, but firmly.
Yeah,
okay.
But I got to say, when he starts flexing, you know, I feel a little, you know, like I get it. You know what I mean? But he needs to not flex for me. He needs to flex for Priscilla, his love interest.
Priscilla is broken up with her boyfriend.
But it sounds like Paul Cormier also has his. He's got his mindset on her. See what I did there? Remember that song? That was a big hit.
Was that from Small Wonder?
No, that's George.
The TV show.
George Harrison.